When someone insults you or betrays your trust, why do you hand them the keys to your happiness on a silver platter? Why should someone else's ignorance, arrogance, or rudeness have the power to ruin your entire day? Today, we are going to build an unshakable immunity against the emotional poison of others. It is time to stop letting your peace of mind be held hostage by people who do not own your soul. Welcome. Today is the day you win the victory, not over others, but over your own reactions. About 2,000 years ago, the most powerful man on earth, the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, would give himself a warning as he woke from his sleep. He wrote in his journal, "Today I will meet ungrateful, arrogant, deceitful, and envious people." This is not losing hope in humanity. On the contrary, it is developing a spiritual immune system. Marcus knew that in the halls of the palace or on the battlefield, someone would inevitably treat him unjustly. According to Stoic discipline, another person's behavior is entirely outside our sphere of control. However, the effect that behavior has on us belongs entirely to us. A mistake by another cannot stain your character unless you invite that mistake into your own mind. Imagine him, thousands of miles from home, in a dark tent, choosing to forgive before he even meets his enemies. When someone insults you or criticizes you unjustly, remember this fundamental truth. That person is acting according to the reality within their own mind. Perhaps they are having a terrible day, or perhaps they see the world through a distorted lens of their own insecurities. If that person is mistaken, it is not you who is harmed, but their own judgment. As a Stoic, take a deep breath before reacting and ask yourself, can this person's words truly stain my virtue, my integrity, or my honesty? If your answer is no, then those words are nothing more than meaningless sound waves hanging in the air, vibrating for a second and then vanishing into the void. As the great slave philosopher Epictetus said, if someone irritates you, know that it is not them irritating you, but your own judgment about the event. You are the one who locks the door from the inside. Do not hand them the key. As a practical method, use the mental mirror. When you see someone else's mistake or rudeness, immediately turn to yourself and ask honestly, when did I make a similar mistake? When did I test someone else's patience like this? This perspective quickly transforms building resentment into understanding, because when you find that person's flaw in your own past, you stop being angry at them and instead recognize the common human error. Remember, no one is bad deliberately or willingly. Every person makes mistakes thinking they are doing what is right based on their current knowledge. Being angry at them is like being angry at a blind person for not seeing the world. They suffer from a spiritual blindness, a lack of awareness, and your anger will not cure it. It will only blind you as well. Another way to maintain peace in social relationships is the principle of refusing to join the chaos. The modern world feels like an arena where we are obliged to respond to every criticism, win every argument, and retaliate against every attack. We are pushed to be constantly online in our reactions. Yet a Stoic sage is invited to every fight, but chooses to participate in none of them. The gossip, the judgments, or the attitudes of others are external things you cannot change. They are like the weather. You may notice it, but you do not let it dictate who you are. When you accept them as mere noise and focus on your own virtue, no one can steal your inner peace. Remaining silent is often the most powerful response. In your silence, the other person's poison finds no target and returns to its source. Another reminder from Marcus Aurelius is this: human beings were created for one another. Either endure them or teach them. If you cannot educate someone, then enduring their faults is part of your own maturity and growth. Be like a rock in the ocean. No matter how violently the waves crash against it, the rock meets them with composure, and the waters eventually calm. The rock remains, but the waves pass. The mistakes of others do not define you. You are responsible only for your own intentions and your own actions. Do not let their darkness extinguish your light. I leave you with a challenge for your relationships today. When someone acts rudely towards you or criticizes you, do not respond immediately. Just stop for 3 seconds. Count them. 1, 2, 3. Say to yourself, "This is their judgment. It does not change my character." Then simply smile at them or respond with kindness. Instead of winning the argument, win the victory of maintaining your own composure. You will see that the greatest response to others is refusing to be part of their crisis. You will feel a sudden, overwhelming sense of freedom. Human beings were created for one another. Either endure them or teach them. Let not the mistakes of others be the end of your peace. In the next part, we will examine how to establish a Stoic balance in the world of success and ambition. May your character remain unshakable and your mind stay free. Stay in serenity. Take care of yourself.